So welcome to this workout, which is all about releasing the body, and the music that I'm using today, I want to thank Pure Energy. Pure Energy are an amazing company that produce music and create these amazing albums for us to move to, and this is such one. And finding your rhythm when it comes to releasing the body is so important. That's why dance is so amazing for releasing, because when you release the body in that way using rhythm, it helps to release the mind, which is what this is really all about. So just feel free to move, let your hair down a little bit. So I've got my hair down today, and just let your hips move as you do these sequences, and just really think about trying to be as relaxed as you can. Breathe nice and deep and slow. Now this is suitable for everyone, so the first movement I do is going to be really great if you're postnatal, then it's fine. So all I want you to do is to drop down, hands onto your thighs, and then we're going to move the back. We're going to round and open. Yeah. Now place the palms together, push up, circle around, and then just reach and stretch it to the side. Yeah. And just feel free to move your hips as you do this. So drop down, crouch down into a squat position, butt going back behind you, and then you roll the back, opening, closing, and then palms together, lift up through, circle around, and then reach and stretch again. So reach and stretch. That's good. So let's do that again. So you're just going to drop down, stick your butt back behind you. You can shake your hips a little bit, move the music, open and close. So you're rounding and lengthening the spine, then lift up through, circle it around, and then reach and stretch. Okay, now if you want to advance it, you can roll all the way down, yeah, and just let it go, and then you bend the knees, and then you lift up through, circle it around, and then reach and stretch. So that's a more advanced version if you want to do that. So either version. So if you want to just drop down, bend your knees and just let it go, relax, and then drop down into a squat, and then just open out the pelvis, lift up, breathe as you're doing it, and then reach and stretch. So you do whichever version is right for you. So you can just round down, squat back, move the spine, and then press it up through, lift, circle around, and reach and stretch. We're going to do it just 2 more times through. Yep. So drop down, release into your squat if that's where you want to go, nice and low. Let's all press up together, lift up, circle around, and then just reach and stretch. So stretch it through. And we're going to do it 1 more time. So remember, you can just slide your hands down your thighs, and then you just move the back. So you're going to round, stick your bottom out, round, stick your bottom out, or you can do that deeper squat if you want to, and then reach and stretch. Perfect. Okay, now just step forward with your right leg. We're going to bend the knees, straighten the legs, bend and lift up and circle around. I'm going to do that sideways on so you can see the movement. So you're going to drop down, you're going to straighten, you're going to bend, and then lift up and circle around. Yeah? So this is called a cyclist hamstring stretch. So if you imagine your feet were on bike pedals, one at the front, one at the back, you are going to lift your bottom up off your seat, give yourself a stretch in the legs, and then lift back up, circle around. So you bend, you straighten your legs, you bend, and then you lift up through, and you get this amazing stretch through the back of the legs. Now if you can't straighten your legs, you can just go halfway, that's fine. Now if you want advancement from here, you can go all the way down. So you drop down, you push forward, straighten your leg, drop back, and then lift up. So there's more strength required here. Down, come forwards, come back, and lift up. Yeah, we're going to do it 2 more times on this side. So you can do either version. Come back and lift up, or you can just bend the knees, hands on the thighs, straighten as much as you can your legs, come down. Now let's do it on the other side. So left leg forward, so bend, straighten the legs, bend again, lift up through. So if you want to, you can just do this half version, particularly if you're pre or postnatal, or you can go all the way down, drop down, come forwards, more strength, but still length. Or you can do a combination of the two, yeah? Your choice. You'll get more stretch in the first version and more strength in the second. Let's do it 2 more times through, so your choice. Last one, I'm going to do the half one. Go and stick your bottom out, straighten your legs, bend, and then lift up. Now come down to the floor, all the way down to the floor, and we're going to go into what I call puppy dog. So stick your bottom out, lengthen through the spine, and release and relax and pull back. Just get that opening through your chest. Breathe, and your bottom's up in the air. Now bring your right leg underneath you. Now I'm going to give you an alternative here, so if you're pregnant or postnatal, you might want to do this version. So you're just going to cross the right leg over the left, push your bottom over to the right, and take your hands over to the left and feel a stretch. That's for anyone who finds doing a pigeon stretch a little bit too much, yeah? Which is this stretch where you bring your hips underneath you. Now, we're going to push to the right, and then we're also going to push to the left. Yep, so you can go either way. So you can push to the right and you can push to the left. Now you can go at different spaces here and different paces. So we can go faster, yep, or we can go slower. Push into one side or do a combination of the two. So you choose which one you want to do. And make sure you're pushing into the right and into the left. So you're pushing forward and opening out the front of the left, opening out the back of the right. Set. Okay, change sides, other side. Bring your left leg underneath you. So you can go kind of medium pace, one side then the other. Or you can go a little bit faster, rocking side to side. So this is really good for hip release. Or you can go slower, pushing down, go a little bit deeper. You're still moving into it. Yeah, you're just going slow and trying to find your release. Breathing it through, dropping it down. Sit. Okay, now last little bit. I want you to come forward with your right leg, cross it over in front of the left, yep, and then you're going to sink your weight down to the left, and then you're going to reach up, you're going to drop down, and then reach up and change sides. So take your left leg forward, cross it over to the right, drop down, drop your hip in towards the floor. You're going to reach up. Now the position of your front leg will make a difference to how this feels and also how comfortable you are. So if you find this difficult, work your leg out longer and further away, and then you'll find it easier to drop down. Yeah? So if you feel you need to do that, just extend your right leg out a little bit more and then change sides. Other side. So take that leg further forward if you need to. Come down, push down into it. Lift up, drop down, lift up. Let's do it one more time each way. I'm going to turn sideways on so you can see me. So you cross right over to the left, drop down to the left, reach up, drop down, reach up and change sides. So cross, left over right, drop down, reach up, drop down, reach up, and you're there. Pull back one more time into that puppy dog position and just release and come back. And if anybody wants to, and you like doing a down dog, because down dogs are so good for release, you can do a down dog. So press through the inside balls of the feet, pull your weight back, lengthen through, and then gradually work your way back, bend your knees, and then roll up. So hopefully you've let your hair down, you've released your hips, and everything feels just that little bit different in your body and your mind right now. Well done, guys. Breathe, relax. Hope you enjoy. Make sure you come back and do this again.